The Paper Brigade is okay. I think it could have been a bit more engaging, but I certainly wouldn't say it's a bad film. This is a Disney film from 1996. This is directed by Blair Trio, written by Denise K. Rice, with a cast including Kyle Howard, Travis Wester, Chauncey Leopardi, Ethan Glazer, and various others. It's about a young boy called Gunther, and he moves to a new town. He meets the local paper boys, and there's a girl he likes, and he has to face various obstacles and some not very nice characters while getting used to his new life, his new environment. And I feel like it's fine as a teenage film. I think there are a lot of elements of relatability for anybody in Gunther's position. I think there are some good takeaways, and there's absolutely no issue there. But at the same time, it did feel quite dull. On the one hand, yes, there's a lot of variety in the film, a lot of locations and activities, but what was happening just never really felt that interesting. So I do feel like a real effort was made to make it fun and engaging, but for me, I just never found it to be an immersive experience. I never felt like I was there. I wasn't really on this adventure with these characters. It was just a little bit dull, and for me, there wasn't really anything that I found to be that fascinating. However, I did like Gunther. I did really like him as a character. I wanted the best for him. So even when the action maybe wasn't the most interesting, I still cared about Gunther, and that certainly helped. The characters are all well written with some really good performances. Visually, it's fine with, as I said, some nice locations, a good variety there, some good camera work and lighting, some okay music, but some of the music I found to be a little bit annoying. Visually, it's not that exciting. I think the costumes could have been a little bit better for the 90s. There are many films set in the 90s and released in the 90s, and it's very clear that they wanted to embody that strong 90s feel. This one, I don't know if they were trying to go for a more timeless look, but unfortunately, the film itself not being that interesting means that its 90s essence is one of the qualities that could have made it a bit more interesting, a bit more engaging, but it doesn't really have that strong 90s feel to it like a lot of 90s films do. So I can maybe understand if they made a conscious decision to try and make it feel less 90s, more timeless. For me personally, though, I think it's something that they could have done to make the film a little bit more interesting visually, and obviously that's just not what happened there. Quite a bland colour palette, but the locations themselves, camera work and lighting are all fine. It's fine as a one-time watch, there's nothing really wrong with it. Yes, it's a bit boring and bland, but Gunther is a likeable character and the performances are good. And as I said, an effort was made to give it a bit of variety, and everything's believable as well. Everything felt realistic. I didn't need to have to suspend disbelief or anything, so there's nothing really wrong with the Paper Brigade. But that being said, I don't think it's a great film if you're looking for an easy watch or some background company, or I guess if you're in Gunther's position and you might benefit from the story, then by all means give it a go, but I doubt I'd ever watch it again.